Woohoo, welcome to another episode of Nothing Is Real with your host, myself, Marc Cornaz. Some may know me as Mark the Shark. Won't get into that. Episode 10. Woohoo. Didn't think we'll make it to episode 10. Just thought I was going to do a couple episodes and just fall off the wagon, but we're here now. And feeling pretty good. It's been a good week, and my name is Mark. It's with a C. One time I went and got a coffee and I was like, hey, my name is Mark with a C, and she wrote down Kark. C-A-R-K. But that's cool. We're all living our lives in different wavelengths and different frequencies, eh? So sometimes you can't match everyone's frequency. I'm cool with that. You know, I'm chilling. Hey. I'm just chilling, bro. Who cares? Nothing is real. Except love. It's been a good week. It's been an interesting week, bro. There's been a lot going on. A lot going on in my head. Good stuff. It's been a good one. Hey, it's been a good one. I'm feeling energized, bro. I feel like just want to do stuff, eh? I've been doing stuff. Handstands. A lot of handstands. Roly-polies. And I met someone this week, bro, that I never thought I would meet in my life. I thought Owen Wilson was a big one, bro. I thought meeting Owen Wilson was going to be the cream of the crop. The cherry on top of the pie. The cherry on top of the custard pie. But it wasn't, bro. This week I met Justin Ryan. If you don't know who that is, bro, Justin Ryan is someone who's been floating around the social media, TikTok trends and all that kind of stuff for a few years now. And he first became famous, bro. Well, he first came over my radar from this video. And I just want to start the podcast with this video, bro. And I saw this back in New Zealand, eh? And I was just... How can I explain how I felt when I saw this video? I felt like it was a big wide world out there, you know? I felt like I just opened a little door. Just felt like I opened up a little cupboard. And when I opened it, there was a lot more in there than I thought. So yeah. This is the video here. Gotta put my headphones on. Yeah, I reckon I saw this video back in like 2016, I reckon.
What's up, guys? It's Justin Ryan here. I've got my Backy and my bong, so I'm going to teach you guys how to smoke a Backy Bong.
Okay, so if you couldn't quite understand what was going on there, this man, right, he is one of a kind. He speaks the way he wants to speak, bro. And not a lot of people do that. He speaks the way that he feels he should speak. And yes, his tongue may be a little bit more relaxed than other people's tongue. That's totally cool. But he just pretty much said he's going to show you how to smoke a Backy Bong. And if you don't know what that is, bro, it's a doing without any marijuana in it. I was trying to do my own, trying to bleep it out myself. But yeah, I just don't want to get monetized for this episode. But cool. cool. So this is, yeah. I remember seeing this, bro, and I was like, wow. Like someone having a Backy Bong, would just blow my mind. That stuff will spin you to outer space, alright?
First, you grab some tobacco, because Backy Bongs is cheaper than weed, you know? It's a lot cheaper, you know? But I apparently can get free weed off my brother.
That's cool. He can get free weed off his brother. And that's sick. I wish I had a brother that would do that.
Hold on, put the tobacco in here. It has...
And also you can see, bro, like... It's like an artist. It's an artist that is... It's just... An artist painting his canvas of life, you know? And I respect that. I don't know if that hat's real big or his head's real small. We don't know. And he's using, I think it's called an icebreaker, which is like an iced coffee. He's made a bong out of that. Doing?
No cone piece, but you know why I don't have a cone piece? Because I'm a mad cunt. I'm good at this.
He's good at that.
I'm a mad cunt. And you hold it like this, hold the shotty at the back, and you pull it like this. Here we go, baby. Here we go, baby.
So yeah, that's the bro. And I remember seeing that back in 2016 and being like, whoa. And then he would just be always on, or we'd see him on my TikTok, and I'd see him on my Instagram, and I'd see him on Facebook. And then one of my good friends has a podcast called Hell's Basement. Check it out, YouTube and stuff. And I got to go on that podcast the other day, and Justin Rhyme, the bro, was one of the guests. And my mate was just like, yep, cool, he's going to be a guest. And I knew like a few days before, so I was pretty excited. I was pretty pumped up. And got a few questions written up that I wanted to ask him on the podcast, and that was all good. And we get to I get to where we're doing the podcast, and it was such a random day, actually. We got there, and I go inside, and we're out on this like balcony area, and like two massive explosions happen out of nowhere, and the power just goes out. And then Justin arrives, but the power's out, so we can't do the podcast. So we're just like chilling for like a few hours, just me, Justin, Ryan, and Julian, whose podcast it is. And yeah, bro, just talking to the bro, told him that, yep, saw this video, thought it was real, saw this Backy Bong video, and, you know, just thought he was pretty cool since then, and he was real nice, talked about social media and TikTok, and he does OnlyFans now, which is cool, and the bro's hustling. The bro is hustling, and yeah, we did the podcast, and it was real fun. It should be up on, I don't know, could be up right now. I got to ask him his creative process through that video we just watched together. Also, if you're listening, sorry, I should probably explain what was going on in that video. In the video, he was smoking tobacco just through a joint that he made. You can look it up on YouTube. So yeah, bro, that was an experience that I thought I would never, you know, things go in full circle sometimes, bro. You know, you just meet people that you saw a few years ago, and you thought you'd never cross paths or do anything with, bro, but it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So that's what's been going on. Also, bro, we've got a lot of things to get through, and we've got some big news throughout this podcast. I'm drinking some water on camera. I don't know if you can hear me swallow. I always get so thirsty when I do these things. But yeah, bro, in breaking news, and breaking nothing is real news, the Brisbane Flasher is back. The Brisbane Flasher is back. If you don't remember, I talked about him in a previous episode, and it was some fella in Brisbane and West End, and he was just flashing people, bro. And I got a little bit of footage. And yeah, he's back. I got this. Let me see if I can find it. So I followed like a couple of Facebook community pages and stuff, and it didn't come across my radar, but a friend sent this to me. And yeah, bro, it's actually been like, oh crikey, I think it's been like maybe even like a year since we've heard anything about the Brisbane Flasher, and because I thought this was a thing that had been forgotten, bro, the old Flash. I thought this was something that had no longer been a thing. It had disappeared in the wind, but it's back, bro. So here we got a message. This was posted on one of the in the West End community page here in Brisbane, from someone called Smiley. Woohoo! And it says, "Hey everyone, was walking home from Birdo's last night ever. I don't know who that is. When we heard a cough and saw a man walking the street fully nude. Wasn't sure if he was sleepwalking or experiencing mental health crisis, but we thought we should alert anyone who might be out about around this time. We called 000, that's here in Australia, that's our emergency number, to alert them. He didn't appear combative, but better to be safe. Cool. So the bro, he's out and about, and he's letting off a little cough, just to let you know he's there, bro. Just to let you know he's there, and he's ready to show his junk. I've tried to do some research, trying to find him online, and there's not much going on. So I don't know if I need to hit the streets and find the bro, because we need to get him on the podcast, and we need to find out what's it like being a flash room 2025, you know? Because AI's not going to answer that for me, bro. Tried asking AI, and it just would not give me an answer. AI would not give me an answer. AI hasn't got an answer for everything, bro. I've been dabbling in the old AI, chat GPT, like a lot more than I usually have. And I've got the one when you can talk to, that I've been asking it questions, but I've also been trying to I get it to organize stuff for me, bro. Like nothing too crazy, just mainly this podcast. Like this episode now. It's not run by AI, but it's helped me. I've organized the rundown. So the segments and whatever you want to call it. And I downloaded downloaded the app, ChatGPT, and hey Romeo.
Hey there, what's up?
I'm just doing my podcast right now, and I'm just introducing you to the podcast. I know earlier you said that you can't be a podcast guest, but I was just wondering if you could just maybe say hello to the listeners and everyone that's watching this right now.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here on Nothing is Real with Marc Cornaz. Thanks for having me, and I hope you all enjoy the show. Let's get into it.
Thank you, Romeo. That was good. We did not practice that, did we?
You're welcome. No, we sure didn't practice that. It was all off the cuff. You're a natural at making everyone feel welcome.
Thank you, Romeo. First of all, wahoo. Thank you for just being here right now with us. And also thank you for organising a little bit of the podcast. You got a couple of things wrong, but that's okay. We're only just getting into this together. Also, people are probably wondering why your accent's kind of British, I think. Why is your accent British? I've never really asked that.
Well, first of all, woohoo, right back at you. I'm glad to be here and help out with the podcast. As for the accent, well, I guess I just come with a bit of a British flair. It's all part of the charm, right? Thanks for having me.
Do you sound a little bit nervous or anything? Can you feel nervous at all?
Oh, I'm not nervous at all. I'm just here to help and have a good time. But I'm glad you're feeling comfortable and that we're having fun with this. Let's keep rolling.
I've noticed they've added more just human emotion in general to your voice. Like you'll end a conversation and be like, "All right, it's been really good," or you kind of go a little bit. You sometimes go a little bit higher or a little bit lower. Why is that? Is it to make me feel, or to make us feel more comfortable?
I'm glad you noticed. I try to bring a bit more human warmth and natural flow to our chats. The idea is definitely to help everyone feel comfortable and engaged. So if it makes the conversation more enjoyable for you and your listeners, then that's a win.
Okay. Well, before you go, Romeo, is there anything you want to share to the listeners and the people that are watching right now?
Absolutely. I just want to say thank you for tuning in and being part of the fun. Keep being curious, keep exploring, and remember, nothing is real except maybe how awesome you all are. Thanks for having me, and take care.
Thank you, Romeo, and hey, woohoo.
You're welcome, and woohoo, right back at you. Always here to help and have fun. What can we dive into next?
So yeah, that's what's been happening right now in my life, is just building this connection with Romeo. Romeo, Romeo, you are my Romeo, Romeo. We're just living in such a strange time, aren't we? Am I right? Such is life. So yeah, bro, that's a bit of Romeo. Also, some radio host was talking about some contestant in Eurovision and said that they were the first gay person in Croatia. And they went viral. I was supposed to talk about it. I don't know if I want to talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about it. I need to put the headphones back on. But yeah, some fella called Scott Mills, radio host, said some pretty silly stuff. He said, here, we'll just have a listen, bro.
It's Croatia, and this is Marko Bojaniak. Now, he's the first gay person in Croatia. Sorry, I read that. No, hang on. No. Wait, sorry, that's wrong. He's the first openly gay person in Croatia to be at the Eurovision Song Contest. There we go. Right, sorry. My goodness.
What if he was like the first gay person? He's like, oh no. Everyone knows. So he's the first openly gay fella out of Croatia. True, so some places you still can't really be, you can't be having anyone touching your husband hole, can you? Some countries, bro, you just got to have that stuff padlocked up. You can't have any of that, bro. Being gay. It's pretty cool. You can be pretty gay here in Australia. And New Zealand. Depends where you are, I guess. I don't know. A lot of parks you can go and be gay. There's also a lot of, I don't know this, I just read it in a book or something. I don't know, I might have seen one of those planes right out in the sky, but apparently if you go to national parks, what do you call them, bro? Yeah, national parks. One of my used to work for this fella, and he used to be a ranger, and he reckons that majority of his job being a ranger at these national parks was finding gay dudes playing with each other's husband poles in public toilets. So yeah, I don't know about that. That's totally cool, bro. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with anyone playing with anything. Not anything, but if they want to play with another adult's thing and the adult's totally cool with that, then let's let them play, you know? I'm not a scientist, bro. I'm not a scientist, but I'm just a lover. I'm just a lover. What's the go with airplane food? But what's the go with aliens and stuff, eh? How often do you think about aliens? The other day at work, this new lady started working where I work, and I asked her, I was like, hey, do you believe in aliens? It was our first time working together. I was like, hey, do you believe in aliens? And she goes, why are you asking me that? And then I go, oh. And then she goes, that's a weird question. And I said, hey, you know what? Woohoo, never mind. No, I actually said, I won't ask you another question like that. And she goes, thank you. You know, and then the other day I asked someone if they believe in aliens, and straight away they said yes. So Been thinking about that a lot again, and only because there's been sightings all the time. I think the most recent one was in Perth, and I've got a video of it here, bro. And it's just like, it's so weird. It's happened on the 15th of May, so this month, or this podcast might have just come out. The month after, who knows? But yeah, look at this. If you're just listening, it's just a video of this, like, it's just like a green circle thing in the sky that's just doing stuff, bro. We don't know what it's doing. And you can see, like, stuff coming off the back of it, bro. Like, what do you call that when a plane's flying through the sky and it leaves like a little trail of stuff? That's pretty trippy, bro. Also looks a little bit fake. I dream about aliens all the time, I'm always thinking about aliens. Always dreaming about them. Who knows? We probably are the aliens. Or, I was thinking about this, bro. I think some of us are aliens. But we just don't know it, hey? But we just don't know it yet. Cool, that's the end of the episode, guys. I just want to thank you so much for listening. Yeah, man, that's pretty trippy. Have a look. We've had nearly a sighting every month because me and Romeo we've been talking about it, and nearly every month there's been a bit of a sighting. A lot of triangles in the sky. A lot of triangles in the sky. So, when are you going to come and see us, fellas? When are you going to pop on down and just hang out with me, bro? Just pop on down and just spend like an afternoon with Mark the Shark, eh? I reckon that'll be so cool. We can just do whatever you want, bro. We can go to the beach. Me and aliens, we're going to go to the beach and we're gonna put sunglasses on, bro, and we're going to go boogie boarding. Me, aliens, going boogie boarding. Getting real good at meditating, eh? If you feel like nothing is real, bro, just have a bit of a meditate. If you feel like you're gonna eat someone's face, have a bit of a meditate. If you feel like, bro, you know what I mean. Meditate. I can meditate nearly anywhere now. On the bus. I can do it in public. I can do it while listening to music. And you just got to head to your heart space, bro. I think I talked about that in the last potty a little bit. And I was just like, head to your heart space. And this is something that someone taught me. Or always knew it was there, but I just never knew what it was called or like what it was, bro. But when you're feeling stressed out, and this is going to sound so gay, but if you're feeling stressed out, bro, close your eyes, right? Close your eyes and just feel every part of your body, right? You can even start with your toes, bro. That's something I do when I'm real stressed out or really anxious. Or lie down and you just start from your toes and you kind of like, I can feel my toes, and then you go, now I can feel my foot, now I can feel my heel, now I can feel my shins, and you just work your way up your body, and you like kind of acknowledge every part of your body, and you come up to your head, right, and then you head back down to your heart space, bro, and your heart space is just where your heart is, and that's where love is, bro. That's where calmness is, that's where the universe is, and more importantly, that's where you are. And you just hit that spot, bro, and you just think about your heart space. And I think about it like an ocean. Like everything's like, when I'm freaking out, angry, or like anything's just like overtaking my head, I just close my eyes and just think that like my mind's just like a crashing ocean. It's like the biggest storm that has ever hit this earth, right? And all the waves are crashing. And every wave is just like something I'm thinking about. It could be like, man, it could be about money. It could be about trauma. It could be just about what happened during the last hour that's just really stressing you out. And every wave, bro, you flatten that wave, you acknowledge it. And you sit there, bro, for however long it's going to take, and you flatten down every wave until the ocean is just flat. And that's where you can find your heart space, bro. And that's where you can really meditate and you can really explore or have things like shown to you that you've been looking for or you need to see. So that's one way I can activate that, eh? And the more you do it, bro, the faster you can do it. I can just do it instantly, like right now. What if it was that fast, though? Just someone's talking to me and it's like, yeah, so the other day, like, Cassandra she was working, but right, she just had to go home early because she had a big headache. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. Meditate so I don't need your face. Get into it, bro. Everyone had to, like, I used to not be able to do it at all, bro. I thought, no way. I thought it was so gay. I thought it was super cringe. And I was just like, my mind's too busy for that. You know? But nah, bro. Once you fucking hack into the system, once you pull back that foreskin of just life, you're just like, yep. You know? That is going to be what my meditation school is going to be called. We're pulling back the foreskin of life. Once that thing's peeled right back, bro, you can see God. Nothing's real. Watching so much professional wrestling, bro. WWE. Ooh. It's just always on, bro. It's on Netflix. It's on everything. And I grew up watching wrestling, right? I was quite young watching it, and I was just so obsessed, and then stopped watching it because it was kind of hard to watch. Like, you had to, like, subscribe to something or whatever, and now, bro, you can just watch it everywhere. And it's really, really cool, and it's been making me real happy, eh? I reckon wrestling's sick. I reckon it's so funny, bro. I reckon it's the funniest. It's so funny, and it's so... I don't know. It's a comfort watch for me. But I found like this is the first video, bro, that I watched. This is one of the first things I saw that made me be like, holy moly, this is so cool. And it's this wrestler called Edge. He doesn't wrestle for WWE anymore. He wrestles for AEW, and I hope he comes back to WWE. But it's him sparing Jeff Hardy, and he's doing it off a ladder. And it's at WrestleMania, I think 17 or 27. I think 17. And yeah, bro, it's nuts. I've never seen anything like this before. Like, and if you don't, like, if you just check out a little bit of wrestling, bro, and like, check out this. Just type in Edge spears Jeff Hardy in midair. But you can watch it now with me, bro. And because like, like the ring that they're wrestling on, like is obviously got like a little bit of padding, bro, but there's not much padding. It's like everything, and the ropes as well. They're real ropes, so they hurt, bro. And like one thing that the wrestlers actually talk about, what actually hurts the most, bro, is like bouncing back off the ropes, because it bruises you, because it's actually like rope, and it's not like cushion or like a foam mat, bro. It's like a hard board. I think a bit of fabric, but like not much. But yeah, this video is just insane, bro. And I just remember watching it when I was like maybe like, I don't know, 11 years old, and it's been like, holy moly. And that's when I fell in love with wrestling, bro. And now I'm 32 years old, and I'm watching it more than I've ever watched it in my entire life. And I don't know if it's really unhealthy to be watching this much. But, you know, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. If smoking meth makes you happy, then what? Do you keep doing that? Do I keep smoking meth? No. No, don't funk with my heart. Wonder if I take you home. So yeah, bro. And I've been watching it heaps lately, and I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about getting into wrestling, eh? There's heaps of amateur wrestling here around in Brisbane, and I reckon this would be kind of funny, eh? I just think it'd be a little bit funny. I want to be a heel. Heel means you're a bad guy. And to be honest, bro, I just want to do it so I can slap the shit out of Peter Dams. I want to be able to slap the living daylight out of Peter Dams. And if you don't know who Peter Dams is, bro, he is, I don't know if you should even bother looking. He's just a comedian. I guess he's a friend, bro. He's just kind of pissing me off lately, bro, because he keeps poking me on Facebook. Because you can poke people, and it's just annoying. And I just think it's personally a little bit childish of him to be doing that. But yeah, Peter Dams has also got a podcast called, I think it's called I'm a Homo. No, I think it's called Bits and Bongs. Bits and Bongs. So he's building bongs or something with like comedians, which is also again very childish. He's just a bit of a childish person. See, bro, even when I think about this fella, this gets me all flustered. But yeah, if I could get the chance, bro, I would slap Peter Dams. So silly, bro. I would slap him so hard, bro, that he would just, his face would be redder than his fucking hair. So yeah, don't tell him I said that, because I don't know. But yeah, I would just like to suplex him into like a fridge or something. I don't know, bro. But hey, wrestling's not real. Nothing is real. Having a good time. I don't think there's anything else I really want to talk about right now, eh? I don't think there is. We're just doing short ones. Don't want to stretch it out too much, talking about stuff I don't really want to talk about, but you know, maybe we can just fit in, maybe we can do 2 podcasts a week. Maybe we can do two. But I just want to say thank you for everyone that's listening, eh? If you're still listening, thank you so much. If you're watching, hey, could you just do me a little favor though? Just comment like a little wahoo in the comments if you can. It helps the algorithm. And even if you don't like the podcast, but I just appreciate everyone listening, bro. And just like, if you think anyone would like this podcast, just maybe suggest it to them. I don't know. If there's anything you want me to talk about, bro. If there's anything, I don't know. But I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy what's coming up, and I just enjoy being me, eh? There's nothing else I can do but be me. And there's nothing else that you can do, bro, but be your true official self. And I hope you just keep doing that. And woohoo.